In question number 1, see the limit is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and let us check the functions involved here. This function is even function. This function, if we check, it will be an odd function, and the outside function is even function. So when you multiply it, even into even will become even, and even into odd will become odd. That's why that part will become 0. So this will only give minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 x square into cos x, which finally will give 2 times 0 to pi by 2 x square into cos x dx. This is for x square into that is our even function. So x square into this, if I multiply even into even, is even function. So now we have to simplify it, and we know that integration of x square cos x by using integration by parts is can be written as x square into integration of cos x, which is sin x, minus derivative of x square, which is 2x, integration of sin x minus cos x, plus derivative of 2x is derivative of minus 2x is minus 2. No, derivative of 2x is 2, and derivative of minus cos x is minus sin x. Integration of minus cos x is minus sin x. So this is our indefinite integration, and if we want to use it in the definite integration, this will become x square sin x. Directly I can write plus 2x cos x minus 2 sin x, and then we put the limit 0 to pi by 2. Of course there will be a 2 outside. Now when you put the limit, if I put pi by 2, 2 outside, if I put pi by 2, so pi square by 4, sin pi by 2 1, cos pi by 2 0, again sin pi by 2 1, so sin pi by 2 1, so minus 2. And then when you put 0, sin x becomes 0, here also 0 0. So this is the answer, which is in fact matching with option B. In question number 2, if we consider this whole function as fx, this whole thing as fx, and we can also see that the denominator, this part in the denominator is x minus 14 whole square, and the limit is 4 to 10. So here 4 is our a and 10 is our b, and we can observe that f of x plus f of a plus b minus x is equal to f of x plus f of 14 minus x, which will be nothing but 1. If I take them, it will be 1 after cancelling. So therefore our integration 4 to 10 fx dx by the property that we know will become 10 minus 4 by 2 into 1, which is 3. So that is our answer 3, which is matching with option D. Okay, let's consider the graph of the function 2 sin x for the question number 3. So x-axis, y-axis, and we need to take integration in the interval 0 to 2 pi. Let's consider this as pi by 2, this is pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, and at pi by 2 the value is 1, so maybe the value is 1, so it is here. So let us draw the graph like this. Okay, for sin x it is 1, but for 2 sin x it is 2, so maybe here it will go like this and it will come back this way. And for this one 3 pi by 2 it is minus 1, but 2 sin x is minus 2, so it will go like this. Okay, this is our 2 pi, this is pi, this is 0, this value is minus 2 here, this value is plus 2 here. This is the graph of 2 sin x. Now I have to take a box of this. So when I take box, the part which is between 0 and 1, so here this point is 1 and this point here is minus 1, 0 to 1, and the corresponding value here is pi by 6, because if I take x equal to pi by 6, then the value of 2 sin x will be 1. Sin pi by 6 is half, that is 1. So this part will become here as 0, it will become as 0. Then pi by 6 to again till this one, 5 pi by 6 till this one, it will come here, and this is here. So this part is 0, and for this it is 1, and after that it is again 0, 1, again 0. Okay, and after that 0 to minus 1, this part 0 to minus 1 will become minus 1. This point is pi plus pi by 6, which is 7 pi by 6, and after 7 pi by 6 till this point, which is 2 pi minus pi by 6, that's 11 pi by 6, till this point it will be minus 2. It will be minus 2 till that, and after that again it is minus 1. Okay, so this is the diagram, and now you can integrate it by using definite integration, or you can even find the area bounded by this just by dropping perpendiculars like this one, this one, this one, this one. So we have the graph, and the region that we have to find is the one is 0 here, and after that is this one, then this one, the next part was 0, then again this one, and then this one. Okay, so let us find these areas by using formula of rectangle. So for this one, the area is 5 pi by 6 minus pi by 6. What is the length? 4 pi by 6, that is 2 pi by 3, and height is 1. So 2 pi by 3. And this part was 0, this was 0, this was 0, and this part area is 7 pi by 6 minus pi, that's pi by 6 into minus 1. So in the negative, it is just pi by 6 with a minus sign. And the bigger one here, this is 2 into 2 pi by 3, that's minus 4 pi by 3, because it is below x-axis. And this one is also same as this, so minus pi by 6. So we can now simplify it. Instead of writing 2 pi by 3, I can also write 4 pi by 6, then it will be easy for us to calculate, and this one will be 8 pi by 6. So now if I add them, I am getting minus 4 pi by 6, minus pi by 6, minus 8 pi by 6, minus pi by 6. So 6 is the LCM, and there I will get minus 6 pi. So minus pi will be the answer here. So option B is correct. Now in question number 4, we need to check the sign of 1 minus x square, which is 1 minus x into 1 plus x. And if I try to check the sign of this by using Weyvikar method, minus 1 plus 1, and if I take 2, it will be negative, so it will go like this. So it is positive here, negative here, negative here. So by looking at that, we can divide our integration into some parts, that is minus 2 to minus 1, where this is negative, so it will give x square minus 1 dx, and then plus minus 1 to plus 1, which is positive, so 1 minus x square it will give, and then dx, plus integration 1 to 2, here it is negative again, so it will give x square minus 1 dx. Okay, so now we can integrate it, and we simply get the answer. So here what will I get? X square is x cube by 3 minus x minus 2 to minus 1, there x minus x cube by 3 minus 1 to plus 1, and then plus x cube by 3 minus x 1 to 2. So when I put these values, I will get 1 by 3 plus 1, after putting minus 1 here, no, minus 1 by 3 plus 1, then after putting minus 2 it will be minus of minus 8 by 3 plus 2. This from the first one, then plus, if I put 1 it will be 1 minus 1 by 3, minus, if I put minus 1 it is minus 1 plus 1 by 3, and plus 8 by 3 minus 8, minus 2, 8 by 3 minus 2, and minus 1 by 3 minus 1. So these are the values. Now let us see which terms are cancelled and which term is remaining here. Okay, so I have minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3. I am having 4 minus 1 by 3 terms here. Okay, this is minus 1 by 3, this is minus 1 by 3, this plus, but outside minus, this is also minus. So that gives me minus 4 by 3. And after that, let us consider other terms. 8 by 3. We can see that there are two 8 by 3s with plus sign, so that is plus 8 by 3. And then let us check the integer numbers. So we have a 1 minus 1. How many are there? 1, 1, 1, 1. There are 4 ones, so that will give a plus 4. And there's a minus 2, minus 2, that's minus 4. Okay, so finally I am getting 4 by 3 plus 4 minus 4, that is 0. But this term will be 16 by 3, 8 by 3 plus 8 by 3, this will be 16 by 3, this is cancelled. So finally I am getting 16 minus 4, 12 by 3, which is 4. So option B is correct here. In question number 5, since inside box we have a tan x, so you should know when tan x is becoming 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. All the integral points we have to break the interval. So when tan x is equal to 1, then we get x equal to tan inverse 1. Therefore, I will write it as 0 to tan inverse 1. And in that tan x value 0 to 1, so the value of box tan x will be 0. Plus tan inverse 1 to, this is tan inverse 1, to tan inverse 2. For that, the tan x value will be lying between 1 and 2. Therefore, the box value will be 1 and then dx. Plus next is tan inverse 2 to tan inverse 3. In that case, tan x will lie between 2 and 3. So box of that is 2 dx. And then tan inverse 3 to tan inverse 4, and so on we should go. But then there is a limit 5 pi by 12. 5 pi by 12 should be kept here because it is less than tan inverse 4. That you can check. 3 dx. Now the first part is 0, second part is x, so tan inverse 2 minus tan inverse 1, which is pi by 4, we will take that letter, plus 2 times tan inverse 3 minus tan inverse 2, plus 3 times 5 pi by 12 minus tan inverse 3. This is the thing that we are getting. Now if I simplify it, I will get it as, there is a 3 into 5 pi by 12, that's 5 pi by 4. Tan inverse 1 is pi by 4, again minus pi by 4, and then I can see that there are tan inverse 3 terms, so minus tan inverse 3 and then minus tan inverse 2, and if I take minus common, I can put them in plus. So this is 4 pi by 4, which is pi, minus this thing will give us 3 pi by 4. So finally it is pi by 4. How that is coming as 3 pi by 4? That is a concept of inverse trigonometric function. In question number 6, we can see that if I take this as our fx, this whole thing as our fx, and 0 as our a, and this as our b, then we can see that fx plus f of a plus b minus x, which is equal to fx plus f of pi by 2 minus x, that will give us a plus b. Therefore, there is a direct formula that I can say this value is equal to pi by 2 minus 0 by 2 into a plus b. So the answer is pi by 4 into a plus b, which is option C. In question number 7, if I apply x is replaced by a plus b minus x, if I apply this property and consider this as I, then also I is equal to integration 0 to 1 log of 1 by 1 minus x minus 1 dx, which gives integration 0 to 1 log of x by 1 minus x dx, which is 0 to 1 log of 1 minus x by x. If I take reciprocal, then the outside there will be a minus sign. Okay, so this is our minus I, because I can be written as 0 to 1 log of 1 minus x by x dx. Since I am getting I equal to minus I, therefore 2I equal to 0, which gives I equal to 0. So option D is correct here.